Hello and welcome. My name is Larry the Box Turtle, and today we're going to be talking about those special adaptations that make animals either warm-blooded or cold-blooded. Let's heat things up with endothermy, what some might call warm-blooded. This means to heat from within, or more simply put, to generate one's own body heat. Mammals are endothermic, and so are birds. When animals use this method of heating, they are called homeotherms, meaning they maintain a constant body temperature no matter how hot or how cold the air around them is. Now let's cool things off and talk about ectothermy, or what some might call cold-blooded. This has to do with heat too, only it means heat from without. When you heat from without, you don't use your body to generate heat. You have to rely on getting heat from somewhere else. Fish are ectothermic, and so are amphibians and reptiles. Because these animals use outside forces to heat up or cool down, their temperatures are not constant, but more of a temperature range. When animals have a temperature range, they are called poikilotherms. You still with me? Because there's one more group to talk about. You guessed it. Those animals that have adaptations to do both. Heterotherms use both endothermy and ectothermy to heat their bodies up. This only happens in a few animals, like bees, bats, and hummingbirds. Being endothermic or ectothermic requires some help from the animal's body. Let's take a look at my mammal friend Ken. Because Ken and other homeotherms have a constant body temperature they generate themselves, they react differently in different air temperatures. When it is hot and Ken's body temperature starts to rise, he sweats and cools down as the liquid evaporates from his skin. Likewise, when it is cold and his body temperature starts to fall, he shivers and warms up through muscle movement. These actions keep Ken's body at a constant temperature, no matter what the season. Okay, now let's check out my reptile pal Penelope, a black rat snake and a poikilotherm. Because Penelope relies on outside sources to heat her body up, she must make decisions where to lay and when. In the morning, Penelope is cold from the night before, and her temperature is low within her operative range. To warm up, she could find a nice spot of sun, or maybe a rock warmed by the morning rays, and soak up some heat. When she reaches the higher edge of her operative temperature range and is getting hot, she could retreat to a shady area, like this rock ledge, to cool back down. This specific area is called a microclimate, or a climate that is different from the general area. In this case, cool and shady. Let's recap. Being warm-blooded or endothermic means you generate your own body heat, and because you do this, you are a homeotherm. If you are cold-blooded or ectothermic, you rely on outside sources for heating you up, and because you do this, you are a poikilotherm. Lastly, there are those animals that use both methods for heating up, and they are called heterotherms.